a show you won't be missing. Something you should believe when it comes to rockin' we achieve. Such a pleasure for you to see. What's this show? I hear you shout. Rock and metal is what I'm talking about. Rock and metal invasion.
So this is also from Ram It Down. So we've had on the side one, we've got 3 from Ram It Down. This is the third one. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Out in the Cold from Turbo, which might be coming up later on. But yeah, it's quite a long song, this one. Builds very slowly.
And in the advertisement, it's a cartoon. And it's the song that plays, really good hard rock song called "Remember My Name" by Stevie Lane. And so I guess it's being played on TV, and also you can get the 7-inch single. There's no album or anything for this, but there is a B-side, "I Don't Want to Know," which is not a heavy song, it's a slow song. But yeah, "Remember My Name" is actually.
I think it's doable for that.
Okay, well this is really funny, Dan, because you know what my wish is.
Yeah.
It's my first wish that Kiss stay retired. It's true. I didn't just change it. This is one of my first wishes. Yeah. So, and I feel bad
Coming
saying
up on the
that.
show today, I'm doing a tribute to Jack Ponte. Now, Jack Ponte is a well-known songwriter, producer, manager, and A&R guy who is probably most well-known for the songwriting he did in the mid-80s, early
Show
90s.
today, I'm doing Great White, and in particular a tribute to Jack Russell, the lead vocalist of Great White, who sadly I found out today has passed away at the age of 63. So I wasn't planning on doing a show on Great White or talking about Jack Russell, but when I heard about this today, I thought it's time to maybe talk about the band a little bit, and just show some of the albums I've got in my collection, the Great White albums. Coming up on the show today, I am doing Paul Di'Anno and the Di'Anno solo album from 1984. And of course also doing a tribute to Paul Di'Anno, who sadly passed away earlier this week at the age of 66. So of course, Paul Di'Anno, best known for being the vocalist on the first 2 Iron Maiden albums. What I think about it? Usually I like to think I'm fairly positive, but I'm always honest. I don't often talk about music I don't like, but sometimes when talking about bands that I do like, I might also talk about some of the songs the band has done that I don't like or don't like as much. And I always try to be respectful. I must admit though, unless I talk about Lexi Dominique, and actually I feel a little bit bad about that, so I apologise. And I'm serious, I do apologise. From now on, when it comes to Lisa Dominique, I'm going to go with the "if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything" policy.
Hi, welcome to Rock and Metal Invasion. My name is Steve. Actually, this is AI Steve, as I've got sick and lost my voice a little. But I wanted to do a show, so in order to get the show done, I decided to use my artificial voice. I've used AI on my channel before. Artificial Gene Simmons did a voiceover, and I created a picture of the 4 living rock stars I would invite to a dinner party using AI. Anyway, today's show is called New Vinyl Has Got Too Expensive. I'm looking at you, Judas Priest. The new Judas Priest album has been released.
Yeah, he does a few rants. He's got one particular rant talking about Axl Rose, which he's obviously not a big fan of Axl Rose, which I found quite interesting. But anyway, so yeah, check him out, Mandy Line. And yeah, World War III, if you haven't heard that debut album, it's really good. But like I say, can't qualify for the one and done, so I'm doing a lot of...
Welcome to Rock and Metal Invasion, my name is Steve. Coming up on the show today, I'm doing Rock and Metal Invasion Visits Australia. So I'm in Sydney at the moment and been enjoying looking around Sydney. Also been enjoying looking around some record shops. So I thought what I would do today is show you some of the records I found and just some footage I took of my trips around some of the music shops here in Sydney. Before I do that though, I also want to mention that I caught up with Peter Kerr from Rock Daydream Nation. had some dinner with him and his family last night. Really nice to catch up with him in person and see him.
This correctly.
And,
It's New Year's Eve. I was listening to the radio in my bedroom. I'm 12. What am I going to do on New Year's Eve? I'm listening to the radio, and for the first time, I hear the next single from this album, which of course was "Living on a Prayer." And then it was like, okay, with these two songs, this is the coolest band that's ever existed. That was it.
Give you a little
My-
tease though.
Yeah.
I am not a Bon Jovi guy. Ever since back to the high school days, 15 years ago, there was like an article on Sleaze Rocks. Like he did an interview, and someone asked him about doing a show with like Cinderella or like some 80s band.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "What are you talking about? We're not hair metal. We weren't a part of that scene. We don't want nothing to do with the 80s bands and stuff." Ever since then, ever since I was like 13 years old, I'm like, none of your stuff will ever be in my collection. None of it, like, I will not listen to anything that you ever do. So like, ever since then, I never listened to Bon Jovi or
Groove,
have
which means
anything.
when I play the B-side, I don't know if I'm playing the song Crazy or one in a crowd. So I thought I would demonstrate it. So basically with the Spiral Groove, when you put it on, you don't know if it's going to play Crazy or one in a crowd. It's got two songs on it, but when you put it on, it only plays one. So I dropped it as close to the edge as possible. It's crackling. So I'm pretty sure this is one in a crowd. The Crazy is on here. I've just got to find it. This is it. So this is Crazy.
But the first album's great. We're checking out. All right, let's move on now to the number six selection. Here in a Hate and Stars. So of course, this is a group that Dio put together. Great song. Hair metal albums. We've got to probably have Poison in it. And Open Up and Say released in 1988. 5 times platinum. It was a massive album. Again, it's their second album, but bigger than their first debut album, which was also successful. But also another contender, you got to have Death Leopard, Hysteria, released